are live. What is going on, gang? We are setting up. We, as in myself and I am setting up right now. I am out checking out a spot that I have been to in the past. Just to tingle your member berries maybe a little bit. What have I found out here? I found, me and Bryce found like a little like sawed-off shotgun, something like that. We also found, I accidentally threw his grappling hook into the water out here. He bought like a brand new grappling hook. And sometimes when they mail out those grappling hooks with rope, they they take the rope and they wrap it around the grappling hook, and but they don't attach it to the grappling hook. So I unraveled it thinking he kind of already did that himself, if that makes sense, and I ended up just kind of throwing it in the water. So that is where we are today. We got a few people in here already. What's going on, gang? We are just getting set up. We are going to be officially starting within probably the next like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let me know how the video quality is. I'm in a pretty low service area. 1 second. Go down. What are you doing? There we go. All right. What's up, Sonoma? How we doing? I hope we all doing good. Kind of blurry. All right. Appreciate it, y'all. What's up, Annie? All right. This is kind of a busy road, so you'll probably hear a bunch of cars going by. That's all right as long as nobody hits the tripod, and someone is pulling up right now to go fishing here. Well, that's all right. I was here first, so I'm gonna do this. I hope they're not fishing here long. I always feel kind of bad magnet fishing in areas where people actually want to go fishing, but I drove 45 minutes to get here, so I'm going to take precedence over anybody that gets here after me. I don't usually do that. If someone gets here before me, that's a different scenario, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. They might not like it, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, my magnet is dirty. Give me like 2 seconds and we are in the water. All right, gang, here we go. We are starting off. Yeah, whoever's first, that's all that matters. I ain't gonna show up if someone else is fishing first. That's a little rude, but this is a public area, first come, first served. Anyways, here we are, gang. We got a 3,500 pound. No, that's not what we're doing. That's my short line. We're gonna start. So how's everybody doing? I feel like we have not done a live stream in a minute. I try to live stream when I can. It's just so many of these areas. You literally cannot live stream from them. All right. You know what, gang? The other side actually looks a lot better. We're gonna force that guy to set up on the side I don't want to magnet fish on. All right. All right, we doing it. We in the water, gang. Turn this just a little bit. I had to suck it up and get a new phone recently, y'all, so I hope the video quality is a little better. Whoa! Don't throw the tripod in the water. What's up from the UK? It's getting late. Oh no, I was gonna say it's getting late over there. No, it's not. I don't know anything. Yeah, hope y'all are doing good. I wish it was hot today. It's only like 75 here, Annie. It's crazy. All right. First little somethings of the day. We got a couple of nails. Not much, but it counts. It's our first something. So last time I was here, I pulled a fishing pole out of the water and it fell off the magnet. As some of y'all know, they are not the most magnetic things in the world. Mainly those spinning rods, casting reels, and those push button reels definitely seem to have a little more click to them. But anyways, that is right there, assuming someone else didn't come get it. I was hoping to come back with a claw, but I still forgot to get a new claw. And another nail. Maybe we got like part of like some old fence or something like that. Nothing too crazy yet. I have a feeling this spot might actually be pretty good today though. Fingers crossed. Ugh. Like right here, there's definitely something big out there. I keep clicking onto it. But it just doesn't want to come out the mud, so who knows what that is. Maybe it's like a pipe or something, like right here. Whatever it is barely on my magnet. I could feel it like teetering off. It's coming then. All right, we got it. It ain't teetering. It's on there. Okay, okay, get off there. So, not exactly sure what this is right here. Kind of looks like the bottom to maybe like an old jack or something like that. But at the same time, not really. See what I mean? What's up, Lisa? How you doing? All right. Nothing on that throw, but I'm definitely clicking on to a few things out there. Something definitely a little bigger. It might. I'm guessing maybe it's like a sign or something like that, just based off its length. I guess I'll say length, and based off it, just the way it kind of comes up and pops off, but still it's kind of heavy. You know what I mean? Some grow young, some grow old. Somebody caught a gun. Who caught a gun? Oh, what's up, Suzanne? How you doing? Alright, I'm trying to get that fishing pole right now, so bear with me. The best way to get it is probably just like snagging it with the claw, or with the magnet. So I gotta kind of drag it. Not yet. Oh, something broke loose. Something broke. We had it, whatever it was. Okay, good. I can see the bubbles, so we can throw it right back at it. Man, nothing these first few throws, other than nails and that one thing. It's always a little aggravating, irritating. I don't know. Whatever fits the best there. I don't English the best. It's always a little aggravating when you're like clicking onto something and it just doesn't want to like cooperate with you. Appreciate it, Goofus. So ultimately, if this spot doesn't work out too well, there is another bridge right over there, which probably be pretty good, I think. I am Magnets. I hope you're doing good. Y'all all have like a good and safe Memorial Day. Mine was pretty tame. Just kind of hung around the house. I live in kind of like a resort town, for I guess lack of a better word, like a vacation town. It's like, you know, one of the biggest lakes in the state, and people love to come up there for like the holidays and stuff like that. So for that week, for Memorial Day and for 4th of July coming up, I will not be on the lake doing anything. All right, So we got a couple of these. Are these nails? Yeah, these are, pretty sure these are just nails. Right there's a click. There's 100% a click. We're clicking, we're clicking, we're clicking. Oh, I bet down there in Florida, I'm sure y'all get a lot of vacationers. There we go. Whew. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. Whew. Oh no. Whoa, whoa, this is actually kind of heavy. What is this thing? I'm trying to like look at it on camera so I can. What is this? Oh gosh, it's actually probably like 30 pounds. Oh, the top screws off. Huh, the top came off. Ugh. Yeah. Whew. So, that was pretty heavy, pretty smelly, but it makes me wonder what the heck else is out there. I'm sure them snowbirds aren't great. I guess technically we have a bunch of snowbirds too here. They don't go quite as far south. These are the I guess like the halfway snowbirds, you know, they start driving, then they stop here and they're like, all right. There's a lot of people, you see a lot, around this time of the year you see a lot, or mainly the winter, you see a lot of like New York and mainly New York license plates now that you think about it. Other than, you know, North Carolina. So I want to say there's like a pile of stuff right here. Like, it's probably a bunch of stuff laying on top of each other. So unless I click to the thing on the top, I might have a hard time pulling it apart. So we're gonna be messing with that because, one second. So yeah, years ago, Bryce and I found me or him, I can't really remember who at this point. A lot of those trips kind of blend together. So right here, well, technically on that side of the bridge, we found like a sawed-off shotgun of some kind. And then another trip out here, I was here by myself, and I had these two really just kind of sketchy dudes come up to me, and they just asked me a bunch of like random questions, asking me like who I am, where I'm from. They claimed that like I'm not from this area, so they're like, that's why we're checking you out. You're not from here. It was a really weird experience. So ever since then, I've always thought that those two may have been hiding something out here, and they saw what I was doing, and they didn't want me to find it. So if anybody comes up and starts like asking me weird questions, just do me a favor and call the police for Danny in distress. All right, another nail, another nail, another nail. If I wasn't feeling that big pile of stuff out there, I would be pretty discouraged about keep going. You know, I haven't found much so far, but knowing how these piles can be, it's all about playing it like a game of Jenga. You know, you gotta get it just right. Like right there, that was a click, but it pulled off. Damn, y'all, now that I think about it, this is like the first time I've been magnet fishing at like an actual like bridge. Probably a couple months. I've been going to all those boat ramps recently. Y'all, those boat ramps have been killing it, dude. Absolutely killing it. So many pocket knives, pliers, tools. I found a snap-on wrench. I don't know if for those of you that caught my last video, my last like long video. Found a snap-on wrench. Holy crap. Like a snap-on wrench. Who takes a snap-on wrench down to the boat ramp? That's when you take like one of those Husky wrenches or like a Walmart brand. You know what I mean? Don't take your snap-on down to the boat ramp. What's a small part of Michigan called? Oh, I don't think you're asking me. Evening? Well, it's morning here, but evening, Nero. Where are you from, Nero? Oh, here we go. We got something else off the pile. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. All right. What do we got? Whoa. Did I get water on there? No, we're good. All right. So this just pulled off that pile. Some kind of wheel thing. I mean, there's kind of a little like groove on that, so I'm not really sure what this is. Yeah, definitely, Aries, definitely check out boat ramps. Boat ramps can be the best spots. They're absolutely. It depends on what you're going for, right? If you're looking for like your guns, your like a big bag of jewelry, you know, that criminal stuff, you're gonna find that out here in like these bridges over swamps and stuff like that. But you know, a boat ramp, you might find a gun. When I was magnet fishing at that one spot 3 or 4 videos back now, this one feller came up and he told me his buddy had his gun sitting on his lap or something like that, and then when he stood up, it fell out the water, or fell out of his lap when he, you know, when he was getting off the boat, and he was claiming it was still there. I looked for like 4 or 5 hours. I didn't find it. I mean, personally, if you know one of my guns fell in the water, I'm literally gonna dive right in there to get it, especially if it's only like 5-6 feet deep. That's not even like a question. I ain't broke, but I ain't rich. You know, I don't let my stuff just go like that. Ooh, yes. I think we're finally getting this pile finessed apart. And I say that and I jinxed myself. It just fell off. We'll get. Yeah, those boat ramps, y'all. Boat ramps have been killer, dude. Absolutely killer. Oh, we got something on here. I do not know, dude. Looking like a little like bomb kind of thing. Oh, there's like a see that red housing right there? There's some kind of like electrical something in there. Maybe like an old like car part or something? Not a clue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start checking those boat ramps like seriously like once a month, once every few weeks, stuff like that. Something like that, especially after like this Memorial Day weekend. I was driving to the grocery store and y'all, there's I live on a pretty big lake, Lake Gaston in North Carolina if you're curious. And y'all, the boat ramps this week were crazy. So many people. I mean, literally like lines to put your boats and jet skis in the water. I was crappie fishing one morning. This last Saturday morning at one of my, I like this one bridge where I do pretty good there, and this dude drove his pontoon boat in the freaking bridge right in front of me. You know, it's just that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start checking those boat ramps pretty frequently, especially after Memorial Day. You know, after a lot of those fair weather people get out there. Those are the people I assume drop the most stuff in the water. All right, this throw right here, we got like a little like bridge bracket or something like that. Not entirely sure, but we got it. You look like Neon, the streamer. I don't know if I know who Neon is. I know who Neo is. You know, the music guy. Old stuff. You talking about boat ramps or bridges, Goofus? And of course, it's time to do some obligatory plugs while we're reeling in the magnet. So if you want your own magnet right, y'all know I got to do this. You know I got to. If you want your own magnet right, you go on over to the Battle Magnets website. You go over there, you check everything out, you put whatever you want in your cart. Preface this by, I'm not paying for it, but I can get you a 10% discount. So head on over to the Battle Magnets website, put whatever you want in your cart, and then use my name, Daniel Bowens, no spaces. So Daniel and Bowens smash right together. Use my name, and you'll get yourself 10% off your order. And honestly, y'all, that's pretty hard to beat especially when you look at like how much what's that company? Brute Magnets, how much they charge for their magnets. How much, I want to say this company called Kratos, they seem to be kind of pricey. Oh. What's the Loctite for exactly? Okay. Sorry, I got a bunch of questions right here. What's reading up about magnet Loctite? So Loctite, one second, I'll show you. All right. I'll show you. All right, so you see how you got this eyelet right here, right? So this eyelet actually twists off. So it's just like a screw. It's just a bolt. You know, I could twist it. I don't want to mess with the Loctite. So basically, you see that threading right there? You put some Loctite on that threading, or you could put it inside of like the bolt. And then when you twist it on there, it basically secures the Loctite, or secures the eyelet to the actual bolt. So when you do that, you know, you're going to be out here with your magnet in the water. You're going to be pulling your magnet this way. You're going to be pulling your magnet that way. And what can happen is your eyelet can slowly kind of like twist off. And when you throw your magnet off, you'll just be stuck with your eyelet eventually. If you go back a few years ago, I've done that a couple times. I was sent a magnet from a company. I'm not going to name them. They sent me a magnet, and I completely forgot well, I don't want to say forgot. I was just in a hurry to get it done. I didn't put the Loctite on there, and after about 20-30 throws, the eyelet came loose, and I had absolutely no idea. So I threw my magnet out there into the water, and the magnet just kept going, and my rope stopped right here. So basically, to keep you from losing the magnet, like Goofus said, and a couple other people said. All right, we are just on the nail board today, y'all. We are just finding nothing but nails right now, and I do 100% think. Well, no, for sure, there is something else out there. It's just I'm having a hard time, like I've said, probably an annoying amount of times by now. There's definitely something right there. It's just piled up on top of each other, so I got to get it pulled apart. Once we can start pulling that apart, we'll really be cooking. Oh. Man, something keeps biting me. All right, we are grinding today. We are grinding. We're gonna get to the bottom of this here in a minute. I know we are. Don't worry. We will 100% eventually get to the bottom, but it's a little ooh, let me do a battery check. I have a new camera. Okay, not great, but good enough. Sorry if I'm missing some questions. I'm stuck. Oh, you're stuck on something. Dude, try if you can, tie it to your car and then pull very, very slowly. It'd be even better if you had like a heavy like packing blanket or something like that to put like in the middle of your rope. So when you pull and say it breaks loose, it doesn't smash back into your car window. Like I don't know if you guys saw the video where me and Travis were trying to pull that ATM out of the water and the magnet came off and like smashed into the back of his truck. Yeah, I remember that. It was I didn't mean to laugh, but you know, it wasn't my car because I would have been upset. Oh, hey, Mr. Duck, Mrs. Duck. £3,800. Yeah. That's not. Ooh, what do we got? Dude. All right, so my masterminds. What is this? So nothing out here. It's like, okay, I was gonna say it's not scrap. This is all clearly just scrap, but this looks like it was off of something. See what I mean? It's got like a little claw right there, and then it's got like that shape of some kind right there. Maybe like it would sit on something. I don't know. Maybe like a broken rake or a hoe, something like that. 209. When did you get it? I know inflation has been bumping up those magnets because they all come from China. Over the last couple of years, they've actually gone up a little bit, unfortunately. Everything is getting expensive. Ooh, there's a click, boy. Come on, don't pull off, don't pull off. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it out the mud. We got it out the mud. We got it. And it feels like a sign. Ooh. All right. So, what do y'all think? Doesn't it look kind of like a door to something? Like it would just kind of pivot, or maybe it'd be like the bottom of something. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, take a look at that. I'm showing this to my other camera too. Yeah, absolutely no idea. This is one of those spots though, y'all. I have always been kind of wanting to come out here and just drain this one dry. I mean, this is one of the... I came out here with an underwater like drone one time. This company, I'm not going to name them because their product freaking sucks. They sent me like an underwater drone for free to do like a review to try to help sell. And that thing was a piece of crap, y'all. Part of a ramp. I can see that. Yeah. Forgot what I was talking about. Anyways, oh yeah, those dudes. They came out here. So I took the underwater magnet or underwater camera drone, and I was hoping to come out here and look around with it. But y'all, that thing is so junky. I came out here. I could not get it to work the way I wanted it to. And yeah, these people definitely threatened to sue me for not doing the video. And I said, I told them, I was like, I can make the video, but I'll rip you to pieces. So they backed off. So. You know what? Don't. It's the iDory or something like that. Don't buy that. That's a piece of crap. There's a lot of other YouTubers right out here right now that have absolutely no ethics, and they're trying to push that thing. Do not let them push that crap on you, y'all. Do not buy that underwater drone for $800. Maybe I should make the video ripping it to pieces. What is this? Yes. Yo, we just found a gun, bro. We just found a gun. Oh. This is why they didn't want us out here, bro. They didn't want us finding the gun they threw in the water. Was that a cop? Please don't be a cop. I don't feel like dealing with that crap today. No, that's not a cop. That's just someone who has a charger. My stomach drops. So I'm not anti-police by any means, but I have got some really hard times from the police while I'm magnet fishing. So, ooh, check it out, boy! Look at the trigger. Hold on, I'm gonna hold it from this side so y'all can drink it in with like the river behind you, so you can fool. Oh boy, look at that, son. We still got wood on this side. An old bolt action. Can we get the? Oh, it won't. I was hoping we could get the bolt open. I don't think it's a little 22. Look at the size of that internal magazine. So the rounds are probably like that big. So probably maybe like an old like 308, something like that. Yo, get it, bro. Let's get it, bro. Yeah, this is an old one, an old one. Let's go. Oh, and on the same throw, look at the size of this bolt right here. That is a murder bolt, y'all. Whew. Yes, y'all. That is what I'm talking about. Y'all, I have not found a gun in a minute. I know that one isn't even in like great shape. Let me adjust this just a little bit. We good? Yeah, I know that one isn't in great shape, but so I don't really keep up with what Bryce and Joseph, his channel's wow. I'm sure that some of y'all watch Bryce Outdoors Weekly and Joseph Fitty. I can't remember his channel name. But y'all, they have been finding so much crap down there in Florida, y'all. Holy goodness. You see Joseph found like a bag of guns. One had like one of those street sweeper shotguns in it. And there's like an M4 in it. So yo, I seen that. I ended up taking like a week-long break from magnet fishing, like probably closer to 2 weeks. One of my cats died, and I don't know, to be honest, y'all, I know a lot of people will be like, it's just a cat, but you know, I really cared for the little guy, and he died, unfortunately, so I didn't really feel like doing much for a couple weeks. So what triggered me to get out the house and really start magnet fishing again was seeing them go down there and just finding so much stuff, dude. Yeah, Goofus. So I've started posting a lot of videos on Facebook, when over the years I hadn't really kind of taken it serious as a platform. Y'all, I post any kind of video on Facebook and it's fake. Oh, he staged it, he faked it. I'm like, oh my God, guys, yeah, because I faked coming out to the river to find this crap right here. But yeah, my poor little kitty died. It sucks because it's not even like, it wasn't even like, I feel like I'm being a Debbie Downer here. I'll finish my story and I won't bring it up too much more. I know that's not why y'all are here, but yeah, for some reason, I know I've talked about them in the past. He was a cool little dude. So I had these feral cats that just showed up on my property one day. The mom, like 2 years ago, the mom showed up and I tried to feed her. And then she bit me, right? My hand got really infected. I had to go to the doctor. It was actually a pretty big mess. And then a few months later, she decided she wanted my help, and she brought me these 3 little kittens. Cutest little shits, y'all. They were cute little shits. I love the hell out of them. And yeah, and they grew up. They lived in my house. I built them a shed. I tried to find homes for them, but I just couldn't. I don't want them to have to live outside. But yeah, so anyways, I ended up building a shed, you know, taking really good care of them, feeding, you know, taking care of them just like, you know, they're one of mine. You know, they just have to live outside because there's nowhere else for them. Anyways, I took them in to get them fixed. I took them in to get them fixed, and only 2 of them came home out of the 3 kittens that I took in. One of them had a severe reaction to the anesthesia, and he passed away at the vet's office. So that was a pretty big bummer, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. He was only a year old, so it's not like he's a. It's not like he lived his full life. Like one of my dogs, he's 14 years old. Chester, he don't have that much longer left, but he's lived a damn good life. You know, that dude's been to the top of some beautiful mountains. He's been to the Florida Keys. He's been all over this beautiful country, y'all. He's lived a damn good life. But yeah, my little kitty only lived a year, so kind of a bummer. But he meant a lot to me, so I just feel like I have to share a story. But anyway, moving forward. Ooh, I think I just hit a turtle. Jeez. Sorry, buddy. Sure you all right? Alright, so back on the magnet fishing game, y'all. Let's see if we can find some more guns. Sorry if I missed some comments along the way. Dang, so now that I think about it, that is our second gun out here. Appreciate it, Stud. Oh, Stud. Wait, why did this GoPro turn off? Gunter, love the stream. Just quickly, any tips on how I can get my dad to stop getting super jealous every time my sister and I sleep together? I don't know, man. That's not a problem I've ever I've not a problem I've never dealt with. I don't have a sister. I got kind of a weird little brother. So that's a unique problem. You might need to go a little deeper south to find some help. That's not nice. I know. I shouldn't make that joke. That's not funny. Made me laugh. But. Either deeper south or up to West Virginia. That's based off the things I've heard, but I don't know. Appreciate it, Ray. Yeah. Poor little kitty. Absolutely. Yeah, open-minded. Good hanging out with you. I'm just picking on you, Ray. I know my I got friends in West Virginia. I'm just picking on those broad stereotypes. I'm from North Carolina. Our stereotypes aren't much better. Oh no. Yeah, a good friend of mine lives up in Charleston. I've been meaning to get up there and see him. West Virginia is one of those states that I would definitely like to own a little bit of land in, but one day. I got something barely on there, y'all. Barely. Who said that, Ludwig? Best answer. Okay, get off there. All right, so we got another one of these things. Alright, best guesses in the comments. What the heck do we think we're messing with? Whoops. You from Brazil? Old Brasilia. Whoa. All right, well, we got a bent up fishing hook. And some, what are these called? Some split shots. Mine cart wheels. I don't know if they're a mine cart wheel. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say I don't think so. Train wheels. I have no idea what a train wheel looks like, if I'm being honest. So hey, thought our train wheels. I'll take y'all's word for it. I have absolutely no idea. If one of y'all says that's what it is, I will not argue with you. How heavy is the magnet I throw? That the weight of it probably is only like 5 pounds. It doesn't weigh very much, but it's a 3,500 pound magnet. The 360 degree 3,500 pound magnet. It is a beast. But it only weighs maybe 5 pounds, maybe a little more. Honestly, I don't know. That's just what it feels like. Like it's really not that heavy, but once you kind of start lifting it like 100 times, like your veins start like bulging and stuff like that. It feels heavy, but it eventually, but it's not that heavy. This is one of those spots I wish I still had my kayaks. I gave them to my mom a couple of years ago, and I kind of wish not that I wish I didn't do it. I need to get a better one. They weren't that stable. The few times I tried to use them and I tried to pull something heavy up, I almost flipped the kayaks over. So that was enough of that. So I definitely need to get like a slightly nicer one so I can get out there, like in these areas, like right here. Because I mean, like I'm just trying to imagine, like if I'm throwing something right, I'm gonna throw like a gun or something way further than I can throw this magnet. So hopefully, if someone throws a gun out there, maybe the current pushed it back this way. I don't know. I want to find like a nice, like juicy one though, y'all. Like a nice, like pristine one. It has been a minute. Oh, there's another pile. It just kind of hit me. So there's a pile there and there's a pile there. God, that car was so close. Holy crap, that dude was so close. Woo! Don't worry, y'all. I'm a pretty good swimmer. If I gotta get into the water to save myself, we'll be alright. Well, I guess it doesn't help if I don't know the car's coming, so there's that. So right now, I'm trying to just like flip my magnet under the bridge. Hopefully there's not like heavy steel beams or anything under there, but I feel like I'm always guilty of just throwing as far as I possibly can, and I forget to check under the bridge. Oh yeah, I gotta put the message out there. So for any of you that live in North Carolina and happen to live within like what you consider driving distance of Rocky Mount, let me know. I want to organize. Well, I don't want to say the word organize because then like the city might come in and be like, you need a permit, and I'm not giving the city money for a freaking permit. I kiss my butt. So yeah. So basically, there's one spot that I think y'all would be very, very, very nice, but it's also kind of a sketchy. It's sketchy. I'm gonna say it's pretty sketchy. It's a very public area, and there's a very large homeless population within like yelling distance of the spot. So my plan is to get a few people, maybe like 5 to 10 people together on this spot so we can spend the least amount of time there possible, you know, as many magnets in the water as possible, and we can find that good stuff. So if you happen to live in Rocky Mount or what you consider driving distance of Rocky Mount, let me know, because I would like to set something up with as many people as possible. You know, if you don't mind magnet fishing near a couple of homeless people who may stab you, I don't know. They might. I don't know them. I'm not going to say they won't. But you know, you can bring your own protection, condoms, guns, knives, whatever makes you feel the most protected. But yeah, so I want to go there and I want to check it out. So I almost gave the spot away. I don't want to do that. But yeah, let me know. Let's organize something. So this live, I don't often put my live streams public. I make them unlisted. So if you happen to see this after the fact, get up with me. My email should be somewhere on my page. So let's get up and let's go magnet fishing, y'all. Let's hit that spot. So I got 3 people, 3 including myself on it now. If I get like 2 more, I think that'd be pretty good. So even better, I have my own magnet. I have magnets, so if you need, if you don't have your own gear, no worries. Oh, what's up, Azrath? Chris Becker, how we doing, everybody? Good. You know, Azrath, I've been better, man. I was just telling everybody earlier, one of my cats died, and that kind of bummed me out. That's why I haven't really been too active on YouTube recently. But you know, other than that, life's been pretty good. I hope it's been going good for you. What's up, Fletcher? How we doing? Yeah, I know one of you lives in Rocky Mount. I wish I could remember these. Maybe I can go back through the live chats and figure it out. One of y'all said you wanted to go magnet fishing with me if I was ever in Rocky Mount. So yeah, if that's you, get up with me. I feel like I remember the name. I want to say it was someone else named Daniel too. Appreciate it, Ludwig. Goofy. That's not a bad name. I never gave my guy a formal name because I never planned on having them for the entirety of their lives. It just happened to work out. So I gave them names based off like what they looked like. One of them had like a white mark on his lips, so I called him Lips. The one that passed away, he had a white mark on his nose. He had a white mark on his nose, so I called him Nose. And I have another one who's black and white, so I call him Black and White. And the mom that bit me, her name is Bitey. So I'm not the most creative with their names, but you know they. Oh, he left. We finally scared him away. Well, I appreciate it, Azrath. Well, Azrath, I hope it gets better, man. I hope it gets better. Life is too short to be unhappy for extended periods of time. I know sometimes it's way out of our control, but I hope things get better for you, dude. If you ever get up near Niagara Falls, yeah, I might actually be up in Niagara Falls sometime, Buffalo at some point in the next, probably not this year at this point. Eventually I'll probably be up there. All right, gang, we are hopping sides. I think this side is still cooking. The finds are kind of few and far between, as I'm sure some of y'all can tell. Which way is the sun coming from? That way. All right. Yeah, for those of you that like to get the peripherals, that like to get the shot around where I am, this is where we are right now, y'all. Despite those cars that are going by, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. However, there's only one road through here, so if anybody's over here, they would they're gonna come this way. So yeah, we haven't honestly done too bad. I feel like I'm mentally selling this trip short. Like, that gun was pretty freaking sweet, y'all. I should have brought a fishing pole, man. This spot looks nice, real nice. Cool, yeah, right on. You missed a gun. Actually, yeah, I'll show you. Wow. Woo, I feel like I need to wear like some like a helmet and like pads and stuff out here, y'all. I feel like, just in case somebody hits me. I imagine if somebody hits me, that helmet really is just wearing me, though. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get the gun for those of you that missed it. All right, so I don't think this is a 22. Oh, hold on. Let me move the camera. It should be facing this way. You got to work with nature, y'all. Don't fight the sun. Let the sun work with you. 1 second. Turn, baby, turn, baby, turn, baby, turn. Hey, there we are. So yeah, I don't think. Oh, what's up, Dwayne? You just hop in? I ain't seen a lot of y'all's names in a minute. Well, I guess that's what happens when you don't live stream for well over a month. I've been kind of trying, y'all, but a lot of these spots do not have service. But yeah, this is the little gun we got. So I do not think it's the 22. When you look at the size of the internal magazine it's got right here, right? It's at least like, so the bullets probably are about that big. The rounds are probably about that big. So my guess is anything from like probably about a 308 size, probably like probably some kind of like deer rifle caliber, something like that. But it's not in the best shape. I think it looks like a 308 as well. At the very least, something around that size. But yeah, so it's not, honestly, we found better, but we've certainly found worse. And you can still see like the wood right there, and then there's no wood on that side, so it really lets, gosh, it's getting dark. There we are. It might be a 223. I don't know how many. 223 obviously isn't new. By 223 556 obviously isn't new, but it's more of a more like modern caliber. You know what I mean? And whatever this is looks kind of old. So it could be. You could be right. I don't think so, but I'll never definitively argue on this because I just don't know. But yeah, there we are. Love from England. What part of England are you from, man? I've always wanted to get over there. I'd love to stop in and see a couple of EPL games. That's my 5-year plan. I'd love to go see I'm a Chelsea fan for reasons. But yeah, I'd love to go. That being said, I'd love to go see them play. I'd love to go see like a Manchester United and Liverpool game in person. Man, I've been to a couple of MLS games and the vibe just does not look the same as what y'all got over there. I was at a DC United game probably like 5 years ago, and there was literally like 1,200 people in the stadium. There's a small, very vocal section of people. You know, I respect that, but yeah, I'd love to get over to the UK sometime. I just got to get over my fear of flying. Cambridgeshire. What? I don't know. Where's that located? Like, obviously, not be super specific. I've never heard of that one. What will you do with the gun? Honestly, I'll probably take that home. that's the condition right there that the police will get kind of not be the biggest fans of me if I give that into them, and nor do I think that will get anywhere. It's probably been under the water for 50 years. So I'll probably just take it home and throw it in my 5 gallon tub, like one of those big blue Walmart tubs of just old guns. I got a bunch in about similar condition. Maybe we'll do a live stream. Whoa, I almost fell in. Maybe we'll do like a live stream from the house one day, and we can go over a lot of the things I found. Yeah, I was going through my stuff the other day. I have a bunch of tubs and 5 gallon buckets at the house. It's just tools, knives, pliers, wrenches, rusty guns. Like not really ones that would ever be usable again. Oh, okay, right on. Hour or two from London. Yeah, so. Yeah, I was just going through all that stuff the other day, and I was just like, what the hell am I ever going to do with all this? But I do have a bunch of pocket knives that are in pretty good shape. I was thinking about doing like an eBay store, because I mean, technically I have like a channel membership set up, but I just don't know what to offer. You know what I mean? A lot of channels be like, okay, you sign up, and we'll do this, we'll do that. I just, based off the kind of content I make, I just don't know what I could offer already. So I was kind of thinking that might be a cool way to like, you know what I mean? You want a pocket knife? You could, I don't know, buy it for $3. In a way, you're technically like supporting the channel. It's just throwing that stuff out there. One of my tubs, I had them covered up, and the lid blew off, so all the pliers and everything in there got like super rusty. I could probably recover it, but yeah, the basic kind of showed me that like I don't need to just hold on to this stuff indefinitely. You know what I mean? I should definitely have like some kind of plan for it. Build something to melt the guns. Yeah. Yeah, your laws over there are a little different, unfortunately. I'm sure, I know over here they would not. Can magnets melt? I would imagine a magnet could melt. Anything once it gets hot enough, you know. All right, we got something finally. I feel like I've just been talking on this side, not magnet fishing much. There we go. We got a little metal whooping stick. Not much. Yeah, gun laws are definitely different everywhere. I know over here, if you try to turn in like a really old gun like that one we just found, these local LEO will definitely give you a hard time. I've seen other videos where people try to turn them in, and then the cops literally get mad at the people for being like, you're wasting resources. Like, I'm doing your job for you. But what's up, Connie? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Magnets can absolutely demagnetize, but not. They don't necessarily like. From my understanding, I'm not like a magnet engineer. One second, we got a car coming by. I don't want to yell over it. 1 second. Hey, what up, bald eagle? I doubt y'all will be able to see that. See the bald eagle flying away? Get some America, baby. No, so magnets can technically lose their power, right? But it's not really like a time-based thing from my understanding. It's more like magnets can be like beat up to the point where they lose their pull. So basically, if you start like smashing it on the ground, it can like I've heard it can kind of break and lose its power. Beyond that, I'm not really too sure, but from my understanding, technically there are ways they can, but it's not just going to happen while it's sitting there. Obviously, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I wish there's a wide angle lens on the front of this camera. Would you use an electromagnet for this? I'm not really. I don't really know. Think I know an electromagnet, like a magnet controlled by like electricity. Yeah. Technically, magnets are made. Somehow they're made. Somehow it gets magnetized. I watched a YouTube video several years ago, and I don't remember it. I didn't retain much of that information, but yeah, something like that. Okay. I'm gonna slide down just a little bit. So I feel like there's either a log or maybe like a pipe or something right there. I can't tell if I'm snagging onto it or clicking onto it. Um, oh, okay. A magnet made. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever use anything like this. Sounds expensive. But yeah, y'all, if the quality of my video changes, let me know. I was going back through some of my live streams the other day, um, and and some of my live streams where I imagine I'm not in like a low, where I imagine I'm in a very low service area. The quality of those streams is atrocious. Like it's almost embarrassingly bad. So if it ever gets that bad where it's like pixelated, like you're playing like Minecraft or something, let me know because I don't want to. I'll show you, Connie. 1 second. Let me know because I don't want to. I don't want to put y'all through that. So yeah, we found so far. This is what we got. Just an old rifle of some kind. The stock is missing, but the trigger's here. The action is here. You can see the bolt. Those are the iron sights, and I imagine this is probably part of the handguard that got. Oh yeah, that's the part of the handguard right there. So there'd be a wood. There'd be like something right here, and you hold it like that. And you got your front sights. So it's in interesting shape. Not in great shape, but it's in good enough shape. Yeah, it's certainly not a new one. All right, more and more and more, just kind of the same stuff, just bridge parts, but that gun really makes me want to keep going. I feel like there could be a lot of stuff out here. Neodymium. I think I said that right. Yeah, neodymium. It's time for some big throws. Hold up. Yeah, I wish I had a kayak, y'all. I feel like getting out there, actually getting far out there might be kind of nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for an answer too on that one, Goofus. I don't know. I don't know much about these magnets. I'm learning as this chat unfolds. Oh, we got something here. Oh, we got a ratchet strap. There we go. We got a ratchet strap. Our first find other than bridge parts. And gosh, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. How long have we been live? Oh my gosh, we've already been streaming for an hour. I gotta do a time check. What's up, Renee? How you doing? Let me know if you're done there. All right. Oh, I didn't even check the time. So it's 12:23. Let's see how much we can get done in the next 15 minutes, and then maybe I might reevaluate this spot and consider jumping elsewhere. Jeez. The bounce is quicker up there. All right, fix the rope. Oh, nope. Always make sure your rope is out of the way. You don't want to get smacked on stuff, tangling stuff, pulling stuff in the water. Big car coming. Oh, that is large. I did get one gun today so far, Marcus. Is that my screen? Is it dark for y'all? Or is that just my screen? Oh, it's just my screen. Yeah, let me know if the screen is too dark for y'all. Because on mine, I think my screen's like black fader thing, whatever it's called, is kicking in. A starter pistol. Oh, for like races? I'm sure getting a new one helps, Doris. I'm sure that helps a lot. I gotta get this screen fixed because I cannot see hardly anything y'all are saying. The screen has some I got a new phone and it has this like adaptive brightness bull crap, and it does whatever the hell it wants. It does whatever. I mean, when it does whatever it wants. Like if it's in a dark room, it gets insanely bright. If I'm in the sun, it gets dark. It's backwards, and it's either like blinding me if I check my phone in the middle of the night, like to see what time it is, or like right now I literally can't see anything. Video's fine. Okay, cool. Audio too. Cool. Appreciate it. Oh, here we go. You got like a little like panfish slim bait. Probably catch some small bass with that, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but not bad. Yeah, Connie, he was only a year old. I took him in to have him fixed, spayed or neutered. I can never remember the difference between male or female. Yeah, and he had a adverse reaction to the anesthesia. Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately. Only a year old, barely got to live his life. I don't know too much about it. Azrath, it was I don't know. It was the vet explained to me kind of like what happened. They said he had finished the surgery and they had him like out of the room, kind of in like the observation area. And the vet said they went to check on him, and then they noticed he was kind of acting weird once like the other ones were supposed to start waking up. And yeah, the vet said a lot. Frankly, it's just one of those moments in life where everything just kind of like I don't know the words. I don't know the words I'm reaching for. Yeah, I think I'm a pretty well-spoken guy. Like there's not a lot of moments in life where I feel like I don't know what to say, and that was one of the first times in my life where when the vet was just like, yes, he passed away, like pretty quickly, and I was kind of in shock. You know what I mean? Like I had. He was only a year old, like maybe 11 and a half, maybe 12 and a half months old, something like that. You know what I mean? He was not an old cat. So it's just crazy when something happens, when you read into the chances of stuff like that happening, the percentages are just so insanely low. You never think anything like that would happen, but I mean, it's a lesson going forward for me. I had Hank, my dog. He literally was scheduled to get his balls cut off, and I canceled that. I mean, if it was a female, and that's where the risk might be a little more worth it. But yeah, for my male animals, I don't know if I could ever get another one fixed, even though I know it's obviously the right thing to do. I live in a small town, and we are overrun by stray animals, and ultimately that's the biggest reason, I wanted to get these animals fixed. I don't want them contributing to the overpopulation of cats and dogs in my area. Appreciate it, Connie. Hugs. And the crazy part is, within 3 or 4 days of losing him, still grieving the crap out of him. Still am. It still makes me pretty sad. But so I was out looking for one of my other cats. He had just gotten over like a little issue, so I had to give him medicine twice a day. So he wasn't around for his medicine time, so I go off looking for him, and then there's an abandoned house in the woods behind my house. I live kind of in the middle of nowhere. And there's an abandoned house in the woods, and I could just hear these screams coming from it, like a little kitten scream, almost like a bird. So I had to get some bolt cutters and cut the lock off, like the crawl space door. This is an abandoned house. I didn't break into anybody's house. And I cut the lock, and out comes this little like 4-week-old black kitten. He's a pain in the butt, y'all. I love the crap out of this little guy already, but he's a pain in the butt. He was so little, I've been having to bottle feed him for the last like 2 weeks. I'm not keeping him. My goal is to find him a home, because ultimately I can't bring any new animals into the house. I have too many, and I don't want another animal living outside. That's just not an ideal life for animals. Well, domesticated animals, excuse me. So yeah, this teeny tiny little black kitten just showed up, y'all, and so I brought him in. He's been living in the bathroom for a little while, just until I can figure out the next steps for him. But yeah, my boy didn't make it, unfortunately. And it's funny, parents say they don't have favorites and stuff like that, but admittedly, the one who didn't make it, he was definitely the favorite. He was by far the most vocal, by far the most friendly. He just genuinely loved being near you. So it's a bummer. Definitely a bummer. But anyways, life goes on. Not for him, but for us still here. Ooh, click. Alright, so I'm probably going to start wrapping up. I know, Connie, it feels like I'm an animal rescue. Yeah, I like I said, I live in a small area, and there's a lot of people in that area who really just genuinely don't care, and they've actively contributed to the overpopulation of animals in my area. And the amount of people who bring cats home and don't get them fixed, and they put them outdoors, and then that cat breeds with that cat, and then those cats make babies, and those cats breed with that cat. Before you know it, it is a mess. It is an actual mess. And I live in one of the poorest. I live in the second poorest county in North Carolina. So, as I don't want to use the H word, but I harass the heck out of our mayor. She does not do anything about it. So, it's one thing I've thought about using my YouTube channel for, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to like congest it with stuff like that. But yeah, we have a mayor who does nothing. We have animal control who refuses to operate within the town because the mayor won't pay them $2,000 a year. I'm getting so far away from magnet fishing right now. I did not mean to come out here and talk about animals and stuff. All right, gang, unless we find something in the next 3 throws, count them down, we will be getting out of here. Yeah, that's how I feel, Connie. I don't have kids. I'm 35. I don't know if at this point in my life I desire to have children. All the girls I meet don't seem to like me all that much, so that's a pretty big issue. It's like they like me at first, and then they get to know me, and then they don't like me all that much. I'm hard to love, y'all. I'm hard to love. Yeah, my animals are definitely they've definitely, I don't want to say taken the place of children, but it's just something, like I've seen a lot of my cousins had children very, very, very early on, like very early on. Like, so I saw the struggles they went through, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good on that. One of my one of my cousins is my age, older than me by a month, and one of his kids is graduating high school this year. I could not imagine. I could not imagine. First off, having to pay for a child in this world, I can barely afford to pay for myself. And second, having to take care of a child every day on top of everything else. I'm just, respect to all the parents out there, because it looks like a lot of work. It looks like an amazing amount of sacrifice. Oh, it's all right. I'm happily divorced. I'm not pursuing that. Man, y'all, I thought this spot was gonna be holding a little more than this. I mean, we found the gun. We found a couple of things over there. Not much, but enough. I mean, there's definitely a pile on that side, but few and far between. All right, gang. I think I'm gonna start wrapping up. I might, if the next spot I go to has service, we'll probably end up doing another live stream. But what was that sound? 1 second. All right, gang, that is it for me. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Connie, it's been good chit-chatting with you. Who else have we had stop by? Dwayne was here for a minute. Goofus was here. I remember, y'all. I remember. But, yeah. All right. But, all right, gang. All right, Connie. Who else has commented recently? Jay. Oh, Jay, you got here at the end, man. But, all right. Aloha, aloha. All right, gang. Y'all take care.